Once upon a time, in a small but beautiful village, lived a humble and hard-working couple, Mr. Jack Brown and Mrs. Mary Brown. Life had never been easy for them. Jack spent his days toiling under the scorching sun, his hands calloused from years of labor in the fields, while Mary sat by the dim glow of a lantern, weaving sweaters to sell. Every penny they earned was carefully saved, not for themselves, but for a dream they held deep in their hearts. They had one son, Liam, a bright and ambitious boy. Liam was their pride and joy. Though their home was small and their struggles immense, they sacrificed everything to give him the best education possible. Many nights, they went to bed hungry so he could have books. Many days, they worked beyond their strength just to pay his school fees. Then, the day they had long prayed for arrived. Liam topped his final exams. That evening, as the golden sunset bathed their modest home, Jack and Mary sat him down. Jack's voice trembled with emotion. "Liam, we may not have much, but we have always believed in you. Promise us that no matter where life takes you, you will never forget where you came from." Liam's eyes burned with determination. He hugged his parents tightly and whispered, "I promise, Dad. One day, I'll make you proud." Years passed, and Liam's promise became reality. His brilliance earned him a scholarship to a prestigious university in the city. He worked tirelessly, climbing the ladder of success until he became the youngest and most celebrated CEO in the business world. His name was on the front page of magazines, his face on billboards, his achievements the talk of the world. At a grand award ceremony, Liam stood under the dazzling lights, trophy in hand, as the crowd erupted in applause. Cameras flashed, reporters scrambled for interviews, and the host beamed at him. "Liam, tell us about your family. Who inspired you to achieve such greatness?" For a fleeting moment, Liam's smile faltered, a shadow crossed his face. But then, as if brushing off an uncomfortable thought, he straightened his posture and replied, "I worked hard to get here." That night, in his luxurious penthouse, Liam paced restlessly. The silence of the room felt suffocating. As he walked, his foot struck something, a small wooden box tucked away in the corner. Long forgotten. Curious, he bent down and opened it. Inside lay a tiny, hand-knitted sweater, the stitches slightly worn, but still intact. His mother had made it for him when he was a child. Beside it was an old, crumpled piece of paper. With trembling fingers, he unfolded it. "I will make my parents proud one day." Liam's breath hitched. A lump formed in his throat. In that instant, memories of his parents' sacrifices came flooding back. The long nights, the empty stomachs, the unwavering love. He had spent years chasing success, yet, in doing so, he had abandoned the very people who had given him everything. A sharp pain twisted in his chest. How had he let this happen? Without a second thought, Liam grabbed his coat, packed his bags, and took the first train back to his village. When he arrived, the sight before him nearly broke him. His father, now frail and bent with age, still labored in the fields. His mother, her once nimble fingers now trembling, sat by the doorway, eating like she always had. They looked older, weaker, but their love for him was unchanged. Liam dropped to his knees, tears streaming down his face. "Mom, Dad, I'm so sorry. I forgot the most important people in my life. I forgot you." Mary clutched him to her chest, her tears mixing with his. Jack placed a firm but gentle hand on his son's shoulder. "Son, we are proud of you. Just promise us one thing: never forget the people who stood by you when times were tough." A few months later, Liam was invited to yet another grand award ceremony. This time, he did not walk onto that stage alone. Standing proudly beside him were his parents. As he held the trophy in his hands, he looked out at the audience and spoke, his voice steady and full of emotion. "This award is not just mine, it belongs to my parents. My father, who worked under the burning sun, and my mother, who wove sweaters late into the night, are the reason I stand here today. Their sacrifices built my future." The crowd erupted in thunderous applause. Cameras captured the moment as Liam turned to his parents, his voice breaking. "Thank you for believing in me." From that day on, no amount of success could blind Liam to what truly mattered. He had learned a truth more valuable than any trophy. No achievement could ever compare to the love and sacrifices of one's parents. Never forget your parents. They are the reason you are where you are today. Thanks for watching. For more inspiring stories, don't forget to like and subscribe.